I'm Stacy.
And I'm Joseph.
And I'm Grayson.
And we're the Pickett family.
And we've been staying at Ronald McDonald House for 314 days and counting.
Back in November of 2023, Grayson started having some random bone pain, like elbow joints. We weren't sure what it was. We took him to the pediatrician. They ran some x-rays. They couldn't find anything.
I woke up one day and my arm was in, my left arm was in, some mild pain. And I just thought, me and my parents both thought that I had just slept on my arm the wrong way. But as the day went on, it started to hurt more and more to the point where it got really bad.
For a long time, we thought it was a dive injury, that he just, they do a lot of conditioning, they do a lot of jumping. And so we thought that's what the problem was. We took him to a pediatrician, they did x-rays, nothing's broken, everything's fine. And
I used to do dive, and for some reason, I just really like jumping off high things. I want to go bungee jumping and skydiving whenever I get older.
He woke up one day and said, hey, my arm, feels better after several months of having that pain. But now the other side hurts. And so that was really when I started to get concerned, that we don't know what the pain is, and now it's moving around in his body. He went to see an orthopedist eventually after the pain had moved from arms to legs to hip. They did some blood work and they told me, we think you should go home, pack a bag for 2 or 3 days, and just head on to the children's ER at Covenant and let them do a full workup.
I held out hope. I was the optimist at the time, thinking, it can't possibly be that. I didn't think it was going to be cancer until pretty much the moment that the oncologist told us that he had cancer.
My parents left the room with my doctor, Dr. Oswaji, and I didn't know why. I just thought they were discussing some stuff, but it took them a long time. I now know that it was because my parents were really devastated.
The first thing we were told was he's going to have to come to clinic to Lubbock every week. The services that he requires just are not available for kids his age in Midland, and so we have to come here to Lubbock, which is 2 hours. It's a 2-hour drive.
And I hate the 2-hour long drives. They're really hard on me because chemo makes my legs very weak, and I don't like sitting up because it hurts.
For the first month, we were paying for our own lodging. That was crazy expensive. It was one of the worries we had then, trying to figure out, beyond navigating, treatment schedules and side effects and all of that, we're still trying to figure out how are we going to live.
In childhood cancer, if you picture your life as being in a jar, it takes your life, and it just does this. And so we didn't know what to think or where to turn or how to cope.
There was a social worker that helps out in our cancer clinic. She says, we can arrange lodging. We work with Ronald McDonald House. She set us up. It was the easiest process in the world. The first couple of days here were really peaceful. They brought me peace. It was a safe place to go to, leaving the hospital, and someplace to collect your thoughts for sure. Everyone that's in the house, every parent, every child that's in the house, they're not going through exactly what we're going through, but they're going through something similar. So when you walk into the kitchen at 11 o'clock at night to make a snack and you run into another family, might not talk, but you can share the look, and that they're feeling what you're feeling. So being at the Ronald McDonald House makes me feel not so alone. A lot of people can't understand what you're going through, but the people in this house do. The other families, the people that volunteer here, the people that work here, they understand what we're going through, and that comfort is hard to describe. So without the Ronald McDonald House, I don't know how we could financially handle him having cancer. I mean, it's expensive enough as it is. Because we have Ronald McDonald House to go to, we know that when Grayson's done fighting cancer, life can go back to as normal as it could be. We'll still have our home and our furniture and all of our clothes.
College.
He can still go to college. All of those things are made possible because we're not spending thousands of dollars a month housing ourselves while he fights the hardest fight possible.
I don't have the words to tell you what your gift means to us as a family. To not have to lose everything that we have to keep our child alive. There's not enough. There's no way to say thank you enough for that.